All right, welcome everybody. My name is Pamela and I've been with Purium for 4 years, and it's been an incredible journey both on the health and financial levels. Today, we are going to talk to you about the whole life transformation Purium offers, health and wealth. You will learn about Purium, a company of over 20 years, who the founders are, and why it's the best nutrition solution for the health problems in our country today. You'll hear firsthand from Purium brand partners whose lives have been completely transformed by this business. More importantly, you'll learn how easy it is to start your own transformation for your health and financial freedom. Why isn't it going to the next slide? Uh-oh, I've got drawing on here for some reason. Oh no, why is it drawing?
Oh, maybe press the annotate button on the bottom left.
Okay.
You can turn it off again. If you click on there.
Okay. I think I've got, okay. Thank you, Jared. Whew. Okay. We all know someone who has or had cancer, diabetes, heart disease, and many other lifestyle diseases. Now more than ever, there's awareness of the big problem today with the state of food in this country. Our bodies are constantly being bombarded with toxins. One source of toxins is ultra-processed frankenfoods. Why are people eating these foods? Because of busy lifestyles enabling poor food choices, which in turn result in lack of sleep, low energy, brain fog, digestive issues, and even worse. These foods and even many nutritional supplements are laden with chemicals, sugar, inflammatory oils, artificial dyes, artificial sweeteners, pesticides, and glyphosate, and are linked to many lifestyle diseases like diabetes, leaky gut, cardiovascular disease, and cancer. Glyphosate, the toxic chemical in Roundup weed killer, is found in many of these foods, and even in foods that some might consider to be healthy. Glyphosate is a mineral descaler patented as an antibiotic, insidious and almost impossible to avoid. It is toxic and disruptive to the gut microbiome and has been linked to leaky gut, autoimmune disease, non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, and many other cancers. Why is it important to have a healthy gut microbiome? Because 70% of our immune system is in the gut. Up to 90 to 95% of serotonin, the feel-good hormone, is made in the gut. Poor gut health can be related to low mood, anxiety, and depression. If your gut is compromised, you can't absorb nutrients. The Purium Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation is the real food solution that is convenient even for the busiest of lifestyles. The simple, the simple to follow 90-day program includes a component proven in a human study to remove glyphosate, a delicious organic superfood shake that is nutrient dense and so very satisfying, a high quality protein. 10 tablets are equal to the protein synthesis of a 12.5-ounce steak, a parasite cleanse, and a natural sleep support. This is why people
Pamela, we don't hear you. You just went mute a little, or I don't know if you're mute, but something happened with your audio.
Oh, can you hear me?
Until you said steak.
Steak.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now? Okay.
Yes.
A parasite cleanse and a natural sleep support. This is why people feel so good when they're on this program, because their cells are being fed and nourished while gently detoxifying. There's no shortage of people who need to lose weight, gain energy, improve their digestion, sleep better, and lift brain fog. And the ultimate lifestyle transformation checks all of the boxes. I went back. Okay. The Purium Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation has transformed thousands of people's lives. Here's just a few of the testimonials. So up here we have Kim, her amazing before and after, released 25 pounds, healthier gut, alert and focused. Down in the corner, yours truly here, the first picture after I'd lost a bunch of weight, but I wasn't absorbing my nutrients and I couldn't make it up this mountain. And so this is as far as I got. The second picture is after I did climb that mountain, just on Power Shake and aminos. Next, we have Allison's before and after of Tinea Versicolor. And here's Jared here in his amazing before and after. And then we have somebody who, Mark and Jessica, who did it together and had some really amazing, mind-blowing results. Now let's talk about who is behind this company and these high quality products. So mission-driven co-founders, co-owners, Amy Benner and Dave Sandoval have championed the organic, non-GMO, whole food superfood movement since 1993. So am I supposed to hang on a minute? I think I'm supposed to still be back here. On the left is Amy Benner, CEO, co-founder, and co-owner, mom of 2 girls. Her own personal health journey helped her see the importance of real nutrition that is convenient, accessible, and affordable. And on the right is Dave Sandoval, co-owner and our formulator. He was mentored by giants in the holistic health world like Ann Wigmore and Dr. Bernard Jensen. His personal experience of losing a loved one to lifestyle disease is what inspired Dave to get on this mission. So, see, anybody can do this. We make mistakes and we help each other and we just keep going. Oh, maybe I wasn't supposed to. Okay. I don't know what slide I'm on, but Dave and Amy's high integrity is infused into the mission of the company and reflected in many ways. First, they are the manufacturer. Manufactured by is on the label. After this Zoom is over, go pick up a bottle of supplements and most likely it will say manufactured for. By being the manufacturer, they have control over every aspect of what goes into making these products. For example, when the truck brings the ingredients, the truck is inspected. If they see mold, bugs, anything of the sort, it's rejected. If they weren't the manufacturers, they wouldn't be able to do that. And now I'd love to pass it over to my fabulous co-host, Martha, and she will take us through the rest of the slides.
Hi, guys. I just wanted to show you, this is the picture of the Kind Human team, and this is at the manufacturing facility, and this is when a brand partner gets to the rank of diamond, and they earn this trip to get the tour of the facility, and it's pretty fascinating what you get to witness. It's exciting. You get to see how the products are being made, and you get to see the process and learn about the process. See, what makes us different? Good for your body. We're certified organic, proven glyphosate solution, no binders, fillers, never anything artificial, convenient and affordable, in-house and third-party testing. Now, the company has taken the initiative to transition to plastic-free, biodegradable, compostable packaging, all but one product. It's important for the environment and our health. Reference studies, like new study finds entire spoonful of microplastics in people's brains and 3 times as much as those with dementia. By doing this, Purium has saved over 300,000 pounds of plastic from going back into our environment. Now, why is this the ideal time to become a partner with Purium? People are prioritizing their health more now than ever. You can create an extra income to offset inflation, all from home or anywhere. Build a plan B before you ever need it. Diversify your income. And don't rely on just one source. You'll be able to share a powerful, results-driven nutrition that people will reorder monthly and align with a trusted 20-plus year company with proven stability and loving leadership. Now, when you search for the recession-proof business categories, health and food are consistently at the top of the list. Purium is that perfect marriage of both offering a powerful opportunity in wellness and nutrition that thrives in any economy. How do you get started? Let's see. Yep. Okay, where am I? This business model offers a residual income that you can leverage, and most people trade time for money, but time is limited. With Purium, you're able to build an income and create more time. How? With leverage. Let's go forward a couple of bit. See. This is, I am looking for an illustration. Okay. Let's see. Mentorship and support. Okay, go back. One more. All right. Now, let's say you put in 10 hours a week to grow your business. Now imagine that you find 5 friends who want to do the same thing, okay? But you're still only working 10. That's the power of leverage. Earning beyond just your own time. Now let's hear from some of the friends who've done exactly that. And we're gonna bust a common myth while we're at it. Only people who get in at the beginning succeed. You have to get in on the ground floor. This company's been around for 21 years. No one has joined even close to 21 years ago here in this circle. We have Kim, who is an analyst. She is a diamond. She came in October of 2023, and she used to work as a senior tax analyst. And we also have Mr. Jared Curtis, and he was in the film industry, film editor. Yes, October of 2018, he has a 2-star crown. He was a film editor at the time. And we're going to meet Miss Kim.
Hi, thank you so much. So this business really surprised me. In the first few months, I earned 4 of my Fast Start bonuses, which was over $2,500 on top of the commissions that I was getting. And the steady momentum actually now covers all of my groceries every month. So that includes my organic food that I'm purchasing, plus the Pure Crust Premium Nutrition. And it has allowed me to take several trips to the States. I live in Puerto Rico. So heading to the West Coast of the US takes quite a bit of energy, which I now have because of the nutrition and the finances to be able to do that. And honestly, when I first started, I had already done direct sales previously with no success. And so I was really hesitant to start with it. But what I found out with this company and the team is it is totally different. There's free training. The support is incredible. The community makes it really simple and easy to duplicate. And I was already sharing my favorite beaches and restaurants. So I decided, why not share something that's going to help people feel, look, and perform better, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. And one of the things that excites me the most is that there's no cap on what's possible. You get to grow at your own pace, but if you want more, it's available. I've seen friends take this further than I ever imagined, and it makes me realize that I can do it also. So thank you so much for letting me share.
Thank you, Miss Kim. I appreciate your share. And Mr. Curtis, thank you, Jared, for sharing your testimony.
Of course, I like that picture. Okay, so yeah, I came in with no sales experience. I'd actually shied away from sales, direct selling, anything like that. I like marketing. I knew that when I love something as much as Purium, because it had a real transformative effect on Allison, on myself, and our kids as well. So it was very organic to share it. It was very simple and easy to do, much like the food itself is easy to take and structure. The business opportunity, it's just great to have fun with it and just share what you love, finding other people who love it too, and then just creating a culture of loving yourself and wanting others to really fill their cups up so that they could share the abundance with others. Thank you so much. Oh yeah. So yeah, yeah, and I just want to commend Pamela here, like watching people grow with it and just take it on as like it's better than any job I've ever had, because like an investment that grows over time, it doesn't matter where we came in. We started 7 years ago, but we already outperformed the person who brought us in. So it's like the anti-pyramid structure that I was so used to my whole life. So there's really unlimited opportunity for anybody coming in. Thanks, Pamela.
Thank you, Jared.
Thank you.
Pamela, tell
Hi.
us about your story. What is your rank and when did you start?
I'm an executive, and I started in April 2021, but I got to join the Kind Human Tribe in August of 2022. So I've had kind of two starts, the second start being the best. And I wanted to put this picture up here because that's Dave. This is the best picture ever. So my little Purium business story is I spent 30 years very unwell mentally and almost 200 pounds overweight. And in desperation, I had gastric bypass surgery in 2018 and lost 140 pounds quickly, but gained serious physical medical issues from it. I couldn't eat. Gastric bypass surgery, they put you into malnourishment. Then I found Purium in 2020 and started my transformation. And I just felt so good on it, and I could eat again, that I joined as a brand partner. And I consider myself a jack of all trades. And so I did a lot of very odd jobs for friends and still do. And I like how much I learn and all the variety, but it's not steady or reliable. And I have a desire to see the world. So it's my Purium business that gives me more flexibility, variety, education, and structure, but also pays me well for helping others do the same. So with lots of room for growth. And as an adult with autism, this is perfect for me, and I'm thriving like I never have before.
I love your story, Pam. I love it. Thank you for sharing. Now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to debunk another myth. I'm not a health expert, so I can't do this. The truth is, you don't need to be. You just need to be coachable and follow our simple, proven system. Now, let's hear from my friend Allison, who's done exactly that. Oh, we're going to hear from me. Well, guys, I know that I've been a stay-at-home mom. I've been accused of having little to no ambition, but I've always been an entrepreneur. I've always had my hand in this or making that, or kind of like Pam, a jack of all trades. And I was a foodie. I think it stemmed from just the being overfed and malnourished, actually, and trying to find something, and so I had lap band surgery, and then I started having, instead of comorbidities, I was having these co-issues from having surgery, and one of those things was needing protein. So I had found a protein, the super aminos, and then I decided, when I started realizing that my hair was growing in and that my skin was tightening up and everything, I was like, I really want to be able to share this. So what this has afforded me to do, it's helped me pay for my food cost. I've been able to help with certain bills around the house, and I appreciate that. Now, I am looking to build, yes, and I'm looking forward to that. And I'm still a stay-at-home mom, but the great thing is I can go visit my son in Ohio. I take my foods with me, I share. This is an everywhere work. I talk to a lot of people every day, and then we meet, we learn, and it's really simple to share something that I'm very grateful for. It's very simple to share something that has helped me come off of numerous meds and wake up and be aware. So are we going to reach out and hear Miss Allison's story? Now this, and she wasn't an expert either. This is Allison Jade. She is our 2-star crown leader, and she signed to be a brand partner October of 2018, and she was into fashion designing. She was a fashion designer. Go for it, Miss Allison.
Thank you so much. Yes, one of my biggest whys in this is to show people that you don't need to be a health professional. You don't need to be an influencer. You don't need to have, everything together. You can be on the spectrum. You can be different. You could be out of the box. And actually, that's that's our gifts, and being I think all of us kind of relate with being jack of all trades, but a lot of us slip through the cracks and weren't appreciated for our true gifts because we didn't fit into the box. And so this is really one of my strongest whys. I came into this, I was super low self-esteem. I suffered with learning disabilities my whole life, and never fitting in work environments, actually getting like abused and fired from a lot of jobs, and just never valued, never felt that what my gifts, which are to love people and care about people. Because I was scared of school, and I didn't want to go back to become like, a healthcare practitioner conventionally. There was just I didn't see any place where I can do that. Well, when this came into my life, I was just looking for solutions for my skin issues. Like you saw in that picture, I had tinea versicolor. And the person who reached out to me, asked me if I had ever heard of glyphosate. And she said it was because this is a fungal overgrowth, which I didn't really know before. I was prescribed all kinds of medications on the external, but that does not get to the root cause, what's going on internally. So I was really grateful that she reached out to me. And when I was open to doing the ultimate lifestyle transformation, it blew me away. And so I had eczema, tinea versicolor. I was on mental health medications. My mood was really unstable. I had a lot of IBS and digestive issues. And really within days, the results were just incredible and getting better and better. And I had no choice but to share it, because when something works this well, that is just what we do. And Jared was my first customer. So when I got to see firsthand results that it wasn't after another, people coming up to me because they saw my skin transformation and said, what are you doing? And is my internet okay? Yeah. Okay. Sorry. It just said unstable. But when people one at a time, I witnessed their transformation, and it encouraged me and motivated me to keep sharing it. And I've never been successful at anything. This has been my ticket to success. This has really shown me that, it's allowed me to dream again, like I did when I was a kid. I never thought that we could be doing what we're doing now. We bought land. We have an RV, which is like, ultimate freedom that I imagined when I was a kid having when I have a family. But because life never allowed for that option, I let that dream go, but it rehatched when I had this opportunity. I started seeing possibilities everywhere. And this has been just the most incredibly rewarding and just fulfilling work, and really, really, I feel valued. So I just want people like myself who slip through the cracks to feel they belong and that they're supported. Yeah.
Well, I know that between me and Pam and the Kind Human Tribe, we feel that. We feel that warm welcome and that kindness. Thank you so much. Now let us see. I do appreciate it. Now, how do I make money with Purium? You earn money back in 10 days or less. Okay. 2 customers and 1 brand partner on the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation 90-day program. Commissions, 250. K Club bonus, 225. Fast Start bonus, 100. Total earned, 375. Now you can make money right away while you are building your long-term residual income. With the Fast Start bonus program, there are $6,500 in just bonuses on the table. You can continue to earn Fast Start even when you're out of Fast Start yourself by helping others succeed with our matching bonus program up to $4,000 per each of your brand partners who achieve those bonuses. Now, you can even earn generous monthly reoccurring cash bonuses and profit sharing. And here's what's possible for long-term monthly residual income. The arrows show the levels where the people you just heard from are at. You'll have access to free one-on-one coaching, mentorship, support, training on the corporate and team level. How do you get started? You start your own 90-day program. If you're coachable, motivated, and you have a love for helping others, this is for you. You may be ready to join as a brand partner, or maybe you simply just want to have a health transformation and start using the products. Either way, get back to the person who invited you to this Zoom, and they will answer any questions that may not have been covered here. And we will help to determine which is the right track for you. Now, I would like at this time, if anybody has questions, to raise their hand, and we are looking forward to hearing your questions if you have any. And at this time, I believe we